with meteorologist Rob Elvington. Severe weather first. Daybreak.
6:39 on this Tuesday morning. We have a weak system moving through right now, but it's a very cold system, and it's able to drop a quick 1, 2, or even 3 inches of snow all the way down to 2,000 feet this morning. Even seen some accumulating snow down to as low as 1,500 feet. Now, there's a look at a picture I just got from Nancy Green in the McLeod area of Siskiyou County. Again, this is just east of Interstate 5 if you travel on Highway 89. And I would say that's about a solid 2 inches of snow, maybe a storm tracker. We have a few high-level clouds moving in from out of the west, and as we zoom out on the satellite and radar, there's the main storm track well off to our north and northwest. Just a few high-level clouds moving into the area, and that's about it. The biggest threat with these systems will be the gusty winds, possible thunderstorms, and heavy rain. Again, the ground is already saturated from all the rain we've seen over the last 7 days. We're on the warm side of the cold front right now, so snow levels are fairly high, likely above 5,500 feet, if not 6,000 feet for most locations. And it's going to take until about this time tomorrow morning before we really start to see that cold air funneling back in from out of the northwest. We zoom in a little bit closer to the north coast this morning. You'll notice this activity moving off to the northeast. The yellows and the oranges indicate some pockets of moderate to even heavy rainfall. You'll notice most of the activity in the northern half of Humboldt County and into Del Norte County. And for Del Norte County, Crescent City, Klamath, you've got a pocket of moderate to heavy rainfall just offshore moving right for you. So some heavy rain coming in the next 5 to 10 minutes. We zoom out on the satellite and radar. Big low pressure system off to our northwest. There's the cold front draped from that low pressure system. So that's going to continue to move in over the next 24 hours, bringing heavy rain and a series of strong storm systems. And we're going to be tapping in to quite a bit of moisture from out of the subtropics and tropics, extending well off to the west out in the Pacific. We're also going to be in between low pressure systems and high pressure off to our south, and a very, very strong jet stream. So all this is going to combine to really squeeze out all that subtropical moisture right into California. Many places close to the north coast could notice this, that quick jump right there. That's about 6 to 7 inches, and then it quickly actually drop back down as the second wave started to move in. And that difference between that peak and valley right there, that's over 1 foot in about 15 minutes. So that is a huge change in water height. Gusts to near 40 miles per hour, thanks to this very strong band of rain moving into Humboldt and Del Norte County at this hour. Even start to see some light showers moving into the valley and the foothills. So we'll zoom in a little bit closer to the north coast. The oranges and the yellows, that indicates moderate to even start off with the jet stream level winds. These are about 35,000 feet up in the atmosphere, and this is what really helps to steer all the storms and also all the moisture into California over the next 7 to 10 days. You'll notice the core of this very strong jet is just north of Hawaii. That contour right there, the white contour, that's winds of about 225 miles per hour, and it stretches the entire Pacific basin. So we're going to continue to see one storm after another riding this strong jet stream right. We are very concerned about the high winds that are really going to start to set up late tonight through tomorrow morning, all the way through about lunchtime tomorrow. And you'll notice everywhere shaded in red, that is the high wind warning, and we could see sustained winds around 30 to 45 miles per hour with gusts up to 60 to 70 miles per hour. Even for the valley, the worst winds will be felt along Interstate 5 and off to the east, and we'll likely even see some winds exceeding 70 miles per hour as you head up into the foothills of Shasta, Tehama, and Butte County. So that's where the strongest winds will be felt. We also have a flood watch in place through Friday evening for everywhere shaded in that green. Of course, we are worried about urban and small stream flooding as well as debris flows over burn scars. And of course, we can also see rock slides and mudslides in Trinity County. Just because you're not under the flood watch does not mean flooding is not possible, but better chances in the areas shaded in green. We also have a flood warning for the upper Sacramento River, mainly in Tehama County, everywhere you see shaded. Now, we watch all the waters along the equator all the way to South America, but this area is shaded in red right here. This is the main El Nino region, and for the last week, updates came in at plus 2.5 degrees Celsius above the long-term average. That's just below the same week in 1997. 1997 is the strongest El Nino on record, so we're just below 1997. So this is a very closer look at the north coast. We're actually seeing drier weather move in right now as that cold front continues to move off to the east, but this big band of rain is going to stall over northern California through the rest of this morning and into this afternoon, and it's actually going to start to move back off to the west and northwest. So even the north coast has better chances for rain later today and tonight. Seeing some steady rain. This is Highway 299 in Modoc County, Cedar Pass, and you can clearly see the snow. It's still a little dark on the webcam image from Caltrans, but you can see the snow on 299 this morning. morning, so still quite a bit of chain requirements on 299, 44. And it's a Category 4 hurricane, currently with sustained winds at 130 miles per hour. And it's going to continue to move off to the northwest. And once it hits about the southern tip of the Baja Peninsula, it starts to encounter colder waters, and that really starts to weaken it. And what we were expecting yesterday, there's Dolores right there, and this is all the available moisture in the atmosphere. So a very, very humid atmosphere where the storm is. And we were expecting it to maybe make a right turn into California, but all the recent models have now started to push it off to the northwest.